Alrighty, hey guys, FunnyGuyTimmy here for a smaller video, quicker video. And this one, I wanted to talk about something that I'd actually talked to a couple of the people that I'd been doing coaching or just did some meet and greets and stuff like that. Other voice actors in the area that wanted to know about, voice acting and, acting and impressions and all that kind of stuff. And there was something that I had consistently said to them, part of my learning journey along the way that I don't think I've ever covered, in any of my videos. And I wanted to share with you. It's going to be a shorter one. And it was the idea of doing burner projects. And that's a phrase that I came up with. It's not an industry standard term. Some people might call it something else. But the idea is when you go into a new field of voiceover, basically expect to do one basically free project in that particular field just to get the experience. And here's what I mean. And I did this when I did, audiobooks. I just blanked for something. So I did audiobooks, and I think I did 2, and they were both basically burner projects. I had no interest, and still kind of don't, in doing audiobooks, mostly just because it takes months out of your day. Months out of your day. Months out of time, out of your life to do a single audiobook. And I went into it trying to get some idea on the platforms and some idea on the projects and what to expect as far as audiobook. And so I took on some smaller audiobooks and was trying to figure out, what's going to go into this, how difficult would it be for me, all that kind of stuff. And so I went into it not expecting to make money, and I didn't make any money. But what I got from the experience, what I got from the 2 audiobooks was just the knowing what it takes to make them, the knowing what goes into an audiobook. Now, I didn't take on these projects and say out front that I didn't care to get paid. I didn't do it for free, but I didn't make any money from doing it. And what I mean by that is the audiobooks that I went in to record and produce they didn't end up being big sellers. And I don't know if it was the publisher, probably could have been my recording. There's all different kinds of things that could have gone into it. But needless to say, I think I've made less than $100 doing audiobooks, and that's even with the royalties. And that was years ago. I think one audiobook, which was a poem, which was like the first one that I ever did, I think in total, as far as royalties, I made $6.50, which I think was like a 50% royalty. So I think I sold one audiobook. So, but I haven't gotten anything since then, so there's a good chance that that's just been taken and deleted or whatever. But now I know what to expect going into this. And yes, you can go and you can get coaching, you can get all the information ahead of time, you can do as much research as possible. But for me, even though I've done all the research, I know what to expect, I have a good idea what it is I'm going to be doing after I've already won the audition. I still have the idea and the mindset that even if this doesn't go the way I hope it does, that I'm still going to benefit from it in some way. I'm still going to benefit experience and information and knowledge. And that's basically the idea of burner projects. Going in, not expecting to get rich off of it, not expecting this to be a new area of your career, but mostly just, going in, especially if you don't know yet. If you're really wanting to do a particular thing, then go into it expecting that you're going to have to work hard and this is going to be a part of your career. But if you're going in not really expecting this to be a huge part of your career, go in with the expectation that the first project is basically going to be a wash. It's just going to be worthless. You're not going to make a lot of money off it. The only thing that you're going to get is experience. And it's totally fine to do that. It's totally fine to go in not expect anything, not expect making a lot of money, not expecting anyone to know you for it, not expecting to continue doing it later on, to just see if it's something that you actually want to do. There are a few audiobooks there are a few books rather, that I would actually I think I would enjoy doing an audiobook version, but I would want to do a dramatized or a dramatic read version. And one of them would be Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, one of my favorite books. But I would go into it in a different way than I did with the other audiobooks, which was literally just me reading it flat and plain. But if I was to do it, I would do more dramatic productions of classic books. That's something that I would enjoy. And I know that now, having done audiobooks. So I now know if I was to do something like that, that is the kind of thing that I would do. And I would involve multiple people, maybe even include music and stuff like that. Make it a little bit more like a radio drama, but reading the book. That's the kind of stuff I would do. But I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't put in the time, even if it was just a short amount of time, to do those burner projects. So now I know that it's not really something that I enjoy just reading as me with no other production value, because I don't know. I just don't enjoy reading most kinds of books. I don't enjoy reading in general, which is weird because I do voiceover, and there's always a script in front of me. But I don't enjoy the joy of reading itself. I enjoy performing. I enjoy sometimes gaining information. And when it came to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, I enjoyed the fact that there was a lot of stuff in the book that pretty much no movie has ever really done justice. And so I thought I knew what was in the book, and I thought I knew what the story was. And it turned out that it was something completely different. It was far more interesting than I thought it was. So anyway, that's just a quick video talking about burner projects and the idea of going into something, not expecting to make any money, just to gain the experience. That's it. It's totally fine to do that. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Totally fine. Subscribe if you're new, bell for notifications, and leave down in the comment section below if you have any other questions or anything like that. And also don't forget that if you need help with anything or would like to leave any kind of comment or ask any questions that's much longer than a comment for below the video, you can email me. All that is in the description. So anyway, until next time, peace.